Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be going through the trade targets for round 15 and going through who are the best options. Finally we got through, so there seems to be some very good options for us. I'll go through, I think I will flash my trades and what I've done, because I did go with three sort of common options. Two common options and one that just covers me off because the guy's doing so well, so I need to have access to that team, honestly. But I think I have made three improving moves. It's been a pretty simple week. I haven't been just like, oh, this is a bad, I don't know what to do. It's sort of pretty simple trades, to be honest. So before we get into before we get into the video, let's do the intro. Remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into the video. So as you can probably see here, I'll just do these. I think these were pretty common. Of course, my dog decides to go ridiculous. Of course, package is coming. So I don't know if you guys honestly hear that, but it might have picked up on the mic. The mic doesn't pick up much, but I think it probably picked that up. So yes, he's going nuts. He usually doesn't go nuts for that long. But I don't know if that will get picked up on the mic. I guess I'll have to just hope that it doesn't, or not loud enough. But the original trade is these are the trades. Wardlaw was the guy that I had to snap trade out. I think he just wasn't. He had a shocking game which sort of broke his break even, and I think it's at 50. Yes, he can get that back. But I want to get guys. If I might as well go here, because I think this will be a better indication of what I'm talking about. If we go to Wardlaw, he's got a break even of 51 post buy, and I'm pretty confident he can hit that, but not 100% confident. But if we look at Windhager, here he's got a break even of 16, and I'm 100% confident he hits that outside of an unlucky injury. But it seems like he is the one to jump on because he's got that mid-forward status and I can play him here, whereas there isn't anyone that you can really play. If we look at the forwards options, throughout average, you got Nick Martin you could play in forward options, but do I really think that Nick Martin, once Essendon guys come back, do I think he'll be good enough? Could be, but I wasn't willing to give up a Tom Green for a Nick Martin. I wasn't willing to do that. Daniel buy, Butters buy, Jackson I think will drop, McRae buy, Dylan Moore I wasn't confident with, and then Cogs, Bolton, Green, Cochin all on a buy. Cochin's actually been good for the last couple of weeks. 2 weeks he's been good. Hobbs I wasn't confident, Caldwell neither, Ward, Bailey, I wasn't confident with like any of these guys, and as you can see it starts to thin out a lot more looking at this as well. So I wasn't confident with anyone, so I was like, I can put a rookie here that has mid forward, and it's just a lot better. If I do it that way. So that's why Windhager I think is the common option. Darcy Cameron is also an option that we can put him at that F6 once English is out of that bye, but it also covers English, so it allows 22 people on field. So I think this is why he's a common pick. 9% owned at the moment, but I think that will go up. And then Jordan Dawson was another, like these two are like two of the top three trade-in options, traded in guys. And then you've got Jordan Dawson here as well. Just like I was saying, I need to cover him off. Him and Laird are damaging me too much. Yes, I have keys, but I need to just cover them off as he's too highly owned to not have him. So yes, I missed him at 840k, but I'm picking him up at 960 as he's averaging 110, and that's good. And now I have four premium defenders basically in, 4 out and out premium top 6 defenders in here, and it's just about getting Doherty in here and potentially warranting a young up to Sicily in like round 17 or 18 whenever Sicily's back, and that'll be huge if I'm able to pull that off, as that'll get me the top 6 defenders, and that'll be huge, as I don't think many will be able to pull that off. And then so that is the reason behind doing Dawson. And I think trade outs, these guys are pretty common. Whitfield suspension, Wardlaw bad game, so break even, broken. And then Sheasel was the unlucky sacrifice basically to get Darcy Cameron, as I knew Sheasel he's probably going to bite me, but I think there's always going to be someone to get bitten off, and I think Sheasel was the one to drop, as I'm not going to drop Rosie, as I think Rosie has a better ceiling, to be honest with you, and has less fluctuations in his scoring. Wasn't going to drop Taranto, obviously. English is going to be held. Bond, I think, has proven himself in the last 3 or 4 weeks to be one of the best guys to have. And then Tom Green, he just survived, basically. There wasn't any other good options that I was willing to be like, because I needed to get 30k off a guy, and there wasn't anyone really, if you look in the midfield, that I was happy with to trade out of Green at the moment. I still value Green as that 105, 110. I don't value Neil at that same point. So I was like, I don't want to trade out of Green here in this bye week just to get a guy that I think is 5 or 10 points under him. So, that's why I didn't go with that. And now we go into the actual, I guess, other trade guys, because I think there are some guys. So if you look at the forward options, nothing really. There is absolutely nothing. Like, if I'm just going to go by price, but 900k, nothing here really except for Sarong. But Sarong has injury cloud, so I wouldn't go for that. You could go Laird. But I do think Laird, he has some... Well, he's not really fluctuating actually now. So I think Laird is actually a good option to go for. Let's look at his break-even. I believe his break-even is probably going to be 114. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. So you could go Laird to cover that off if you don't have him, as you do need to have basically one of them. Oliver isn't back as well, so that's another week, and that could actually be a way that I get around, is if I can hold enough from Sheldrick or from almost, if I can hold enough and use maybe even Wilmot and Ashcroft together, I could get up to an Oliver, I think. I could almost get up to an Oliver, and that would be huge, getting Oliver as well here, because that would give me Merritt, Brayshaw, Petrarca, Crouch, Green, Bontempelli, and Oliver, and then I just have one of Johnson or Chesser or someone else to play in that midfield, and that would be huge. And then I'd have to wait on Sheldrick or even Windhager to upgrade Atkins, as I think that would be the last thing, and I think that's actually another plan that's just popped into my head. But Oliver could be coming in post that, and then Sicily will be the one that I want to get. Sicily and Doherty are the ones that I want to target for Atkins as well. So yes, there is. These are the top of the line guys that I want to target, and hopefully I'll be able to get them. As I do think I'm in a better position than most people around me that I've heard for cash gen. I think a lot of people are even behind me team value wise or something. There's top of the range, like top 100 up are well ahead of me team value wise, but I think I'm closing in on them team value wise. If we look at here, you've got 22.6, but I'm guessing this is a lot of mid prices. A lot of mid prices in this team. This team is a mess, to be honest with you. If you look at this, he's got Callum Wood, which I wouldn't value. Ashcroft as well. He's got to fix Humphrey. He's got to fix Weddle. He's got to fix. But that guy does have obviously a lot of value to be able to fix it for. So looking that's looking all right. Now if we go to the 800k guys here. 800k guys, anyone of value. If we go to 3 round averages. Mitchell, you could think about. I think if you wanted Mitchell for that MS7, M8, I don't think that's a bad option. Averaging 99. I don't know what I said in my spreadsheet that he would average, but I think it was roughly around that. I thought probably touch over 100, but I think he's finally found the way to work in that Collingwood system. And I think another week of looking at it, and if he goes 100 again, honestly, you might want to jump on, because he could skyrocket here. If we look at Mitchell, I'm guessing probably 90 something break even, 81. So he will go to 900k. If he goes 110 again, that'll be a break even split of 30. So that'll probably be a price range of 20 or so k. So he's going to be close to 900k, and I think that could be good for a M7, M8. Even if you just go to Ashcroft and you go and get him with even for me, I might be able to do it with like a Noah Long, and that could be huge, doing that. So hopefully I can getting him for that M7, M8 roll off of Ashcroft could be huge. Then you got here Duggan. I think we need to see one more week with how he does post suspension and or post suspension / illness and the bye week. He hasn't played in a couple, so just seeing how he responds. Neil, I think, is ripe as well, getting him. So Neil and Mitchell are two of my top guys to go get. Parker as well could be a good option. Does play West Coast, 830k. I just don't know how he will respond when Mills comes back, as well as Sheldrick, how that sort of quartet sort of works. But I think you'll see just Papley and Heaney start to play more forward exclusively, and that sort of opens up more midfield time. As I do think if Sydney aren't out of it, but pretty much they are. They need to basically win here. They need to go on a run here and basically win like 8 straight or something like that. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They basically have to win out till Gold Coast to confirm a final spot, basically. So I think if they lose to Geelong, you'll see this one sort of flip to because they are 5 and 8. I want to say they're 5 and 8 at the moment, and there's 23 games in a season. So they know they need to win 8 out of their last 10, and if they lose, they win one here, then it'll be 7 out. It'll be 7 out of their last 8, as well as playing Adelaide and Melbourne. So pretty much they could be out of the finals race here, and they might just play rookies and other guys here. So you might have actual good options to select, but I just don't know how Parker is going to respond with that. Scoring wise, Tim Kelly I think is a very good option as well. Very, very consistent, it seems like. Other than this 79 score, next is 89, then 96, etc. He's not going to be that guy that goes 140 or something regularly. Obviously, he's got one big score, but his next highest is a 112, but he's a very consistent scorer. Anderson I don't like. Rowell I don't like as well. Warner I don't like as well. And then the rest are on their buys. So that's all the 800k guys. Then 700k guys. There's basically Martin. I don't like Jackson with if Darcy is named. Moore I think is too inconsistent, but is sort of finding a little bit of form. Redman I think is a little bit too inconsistent. I just don't like how Essendon can flip between a kick at the back sort of to kick around the back where they get a lot of +6s to just boot it out and hope sort of method that they were doing when I had McGrath in there. McInerney is a ruck, and you've got the 3 ruckmen here set up sort of where one of them's going to be in that forward F6 role. And so I don't think you can warrant a McInerney selection in getting him in. Lloyd, I just don't like his consistency. His role changed to a wing role, so I don't like him. Witts, again, same with McInerney, to be honest. Pendlebury, I think he gets rested because Collingwood are playing too well. I think he gets a chance to be rested, and you don't want that. Wanganeen malaria injury. Weller has been injured for a while. And then a lot of these other guys, as you can see here, are pretty much no-goes. Oh, very inconsistent. Even like looking at Sheed, he had the week off, but he's gone 139, 64, 138, 52. So just very inconsistent. And then 600k guys, there's absolutely nothing here, is there? Impey, I wouldn't take the risk on. Rowbottom's had like one good week, basically. Yeah, a couple of good weeks, but nothing special. Hobbs, I think, has his role reduced a little bit in the next coming weeks or two, so I wouldn't be jumping on him, as it feels like he would just be a cash gen role at the moment, but I think he's coming to the end where he's not going to have those 50k jumps. It's going to be more like 10, 15, 20k, and his role is gone in a week or two, I think. 500k, not really anyone. And then you go to 400k. Constable is out for a while now, actually, with an injury. And I wouldn't take Worrell, so there's no one here as well. 300k, Baldwin, Sharp. No one else really looks like they're playing. So Windhager looks like the only option. And then you get down to rookies, to be honest. I might actually not do the rookie one, as I don't think there are any rookies, to be honest, this week. It basically is just a pick up Sheldrick, pick up Windhager type mold, it looks like at the moment. Or pick up Harrison as well. That's basically all the rookies you got. As I don't think Fletcher will play. I think he might be injured. Lohman, I don't like his scoring potential. So yeah, I'm actually making the executive decision not to upload the rookie rookie roulette or whatever, the cash cows, because for this week, because there is nothing to go off basically, as we have another Thursday game and teams aren't out. Whereas I think now, nope, we have another Thursday night game. Do we go back to Fridays, or is it Thursday nights for the rest of the year? Okay, so it might return next week as we get more guys. But I think within the interest of time, as I wouldn't want to be uploading like 5 videos for you guys. I think 4 is enough. I think with the interest of that, I think I can just run through here and just say Marek is going to be an alright option if he does play, as I think he's got job security. Harrison, I think, is a good option, but he doesn't have 100% job security. I'm not 100% sure with Collingwood, but I think he could play just because they're so far ahead. I think they have the willingness to play him and develop him at the moment, as he is 19, and I think he will be a good prospect. Fletcher, I think if he's not injured, he will play, but I don't think at 296k you can warrant selecting him. Whereas when you literally have Sheldrick, who's got a much better break even, 20 less or so, and he's gonna be a lot better. I think, what is going on? You've got dog. It's another dog. That's why. Coda again going ridiculous. And then none of these guys else really matter. If I look at the last round, Sturt, I don't think you can warrant as well. So that's basically all the guys. And that's basically all the guys that are possible to be selected. So that's basically the trade talk plus the cash cows as well in it. That's the video. And if I go back to the main screen, there, what? It's not changing back, okay? That's the video, and I'll see you guys in another video. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.